everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another layout. This is layout number 7 from the 11 page kits that we had put together. And as you can see, I printed 2 photos, and the first one is on my Canon selfie and the second one is on my Canon Pro 100. And it's not a good quality picture. It was taken in a movie theater, you know, with a cell phone in the dark, so it's not a great photo quality. But it's okay because it's more the story that I want to scrapbook than the actual picture, which is still nice that I can see the picture. But like I said, it's not the best quality picture. And I had some questions about that mat that I'm using right now. It's the We Are Memory Keepers mat, and it folds in 3 and you can store it really easily. I was asked where I bought it and I can't remember for the life of me. I don't remember where I bought it, but I really like that you can, you know, fold it in 3 and it stores really nicely, and I just take it out when I want to cut, because I bought this when I had bought my new American Craft, the blue mat that I work on, and my intention was not to cut on that mat because it does wreck it. But that didn't last very long because in my old room I really didn't have a spot to put that blue mat that you can fold and put it away so it was accessible. So I never thought of it and I ended up cutting on my blue mat. But now that, you know, I'm pretty much all set up in my room, I have found a spot for it, so I'm going to start using it. I mounted my photo on some black cardstock, and one of the pattern papers was a yellow grid, and it was a 6x6, so I'm going to use it in that size. I cut down the diagonal stripe paper to about 11 3/4 and 11 3/4, and I'm going to mount the whole thing on some black cardstock. Again, this was in a package that had 180 sheets of pattern paper, which is awesome. I love them all. It's the best of my mind's eye, but they're very, very paper thin. Like really, like if I just hold it, it literally folds in half. So I like to have some bulk to my layout, so that's why I'm mounting all of them on some cardstock, which I don't mind. I like having a mat around my pattern paper anyway, so it kind of works out. Now I'm using the embellishments that I had put away for, or put together for this page kit, and then when I was starting to work with this page, the banner that says "On a Whim" is kind of pink and yellow, and I remembered that on the sticker sheet from Amy Tangerine there was a circle that said "Love this," so I went and got that right away because I knew that I want to use it on this layout, and it's a perfect embellishment. Like it's big, and it just takes up a big part of the embellishment cluster, and then I don't have to put as many embellishments. And again, I'm going to use that hickory smoke, or hickory. It's the distress ink, and I rather use that than the black because it still gives that black vibe, but it's not as bold. So I'm going to ink the edges of all the pattern papers, and then I'm going to start gluing it down. So while I'm inking all the edges and starting to glue, everything down, I'll tell you a little bit about the photo. So this is a picture of my oldest daughter, and she's Mason's mom, Jessica, and Mason. And it's a picture of them in the theater. So a few days before they went, she told them that, on Tuesday night, which is like cheap night here, that they were going to go see Captain Underpants, and it was going to be a date night. And the day of, like, she got them all dressed up, and then she herself took it like it was a real date. So she got all dressed up and put makeup on and all that stuff. So when she went to get him and told them that it was time to go, when he looked at her, he said, "Oh, Mom, you're so beautiful." So he says, you look really good, Mommy. And so she thought that was pretty cute that, he was treating it like a date night, and, told her that she was pretty. So in the theater, they took a selfie, And I guess, you know, in the middle of the movie, he told her again how pretty she was. So I really wanted to document that story. The kid is so funny. And I have a few more stories that I'm probably going to document during these 31 days of videos, because they did a few other things together this month, and I have some pictures. So I want to, since I'm in my mojo is back for scrapbooking, I want to document those stories right away. So, okay, the title Date Night, I use some older stickers. They're from Jenny Bolin. I don't even think that that company exists anymore, but I love those stickers. They're a nice size, and I find it fits really nicely on top of my journaling block. And then I'm going to put that banner that says on a whim. I also went into my stash and got one of my punches, and it just punches out tickets. And I thought it would be awesome to use on this layout because, you know, they went to a movie and you need tickets to go to a movie. And I just went through my little stash of pattern papers that were left over, and I just cut some tickets in different pattern papers. And it's going to help with the beginning of my embellishment clusters, which I like to call now my anchors. So I like to use embellishments that are either circles and, you know, rectangles, or in this case, it's going to be tickets to start being the anchor of my embellishment cluster. So, okay, my embellishment clusters, I'm going to have one at the bottom of the layout, and I'm going to use a ticket, and then I had a label, and then I made some banners with just the end of a paper strip, that's the name of it, and I made some banners with that. And then I'm going to use one of the tags, and at first I had put the tag more to the right of the picture, but where I'm having a cluster right underneath it, I moved it over to the left, closer to the title, and then the triangle for the embellishment clusters are nice and in a nice triangle. And second of all, I like to put a cluster that's close to my title. So I'm going to move that over, and I'm going to glue everything down. Also, on the sticker sheet of the Jenny Bolin letters, there was some circles there that you could use as embellishments. So I'm going to use them on this layout because, as you saw there, the big circle, love this. So I want to add some circle elements in other parts of the layout. So I'm going to cut those in half, and I'm going to use them in all the different embellishment clusters. Oh, and also from the Jenny Bolin sticker sheet, I did take the date, so 2017, and I'm going to put that at the bottom of the layout because that's one thing I want to make sure that I do as I'm doing the layout is put the date on it right away, and then I don't wonder at least a year what year this was taken. So I'm going to put that in that cluster there at the bottom, 2017, and then I have a big area that I can do my journaling right underneath Date Night on a Whim. And then also from the sticker sheet, there was some little stars. So that worked out perfectly. That one sticker sheet ended up giving me my title and my year and some circles and some little stars. And then I'm putting some puffy stickers that I had put with this layout. And then I thought, you know what? I'd like to put the name of the movie also with some stickers. So then I'm going to go through my sticker collection, and I'm going to take out, I ended up cutting it out of here because it's some Doodlebug stickers, and I go through it, and of course I have one letter missing, so I end up taking some Tim Holtz little tiny letters, and I end up putting the name of the movie, which is Captain Underpants. I did take some twine and put it in the tag, and also some thread, and I'm putting it in behind all the different clusters. As finishing touches, I'm going to add some enamel dots, some mist, and I'm going to put the title, the subtitle, which is the name of the movie, Captain Underpants, and that's going to complete this layout. But I'm curious. I used to be a night owl, and I would scrap till all night, like all times of the night. And lately, I cannot stay up late. So I'm like, the earlier I get up, the better, and like to scrap. Like even mid-afternoon, I find like I'm almost like getting too tired to scrap. So what part of the day do you guys like to scrap? Are you an early bird and scrap first thing in the morning, or do you like mid-afternoon, or are you an owl and stay up till all hours of the night and scrap? I'm just wondering. I was just thinking about that today, and even when I go to crops now, like 11 o'clock midnight, that is really late for me to stay up. And some people are up all night, and I'm like, I cannot do that anymore. After doing, night shifts for 10 and a half years, I find whenever I can go to bed early, I take the opportunity and go to bed early. But if you wouldn't mind putting that in the comments below, I'm really interested. And also, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. And if you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up. The whole month of July, I'm going to be uploading a video a day. And I want to thank you so much for watching, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.